Okay, the world's gone completely. I've had the most insane day ever that you would. Okay, but let's talk about somebody. Let's kick somebody while they're down, and this pucker deserves it. Shane Dawson. I touched on him on my last video. First off, if you don't know who he is, join the club because I really didn't either. I'd heard the name bandied about. He's a 20-something YouTuber. He's one of these people, one of these YouTubers who's super successful, has a lot of money. I don't get it. I mean, he doesn't do stunts. He's not funny. He's not remotely interesting. He just sits there with his big basset hound eyes and his fucking floppy hair and his chubby little self, and that's supposed to be wonderful for everybody, and people love him, and he's got millions and millions of subs. I'm doing something horribly wrong. I don't know what it is. I'm not some retarded Swedish person like, fucking PewDiePie and all that, but Shane Dawson and that crew, they got a lock on YouTube. And they make a lot of money. So allegations have come to the surface of Shane Dawson's past behavior. And when I heard about it, and the only reason I heard about it was because I did that whole video in the beauty community and he was involved in that, and you start to get a lot of thumbnails that are really enticing. YouTube knows what they're doing. They're like, you won't believe what Shane Dawson did. Oh, a baby? Question mark. Like, what about the baby? I gotta find out. Oh, I found out. All right, so he has a lot of past transgressions as far as, like, okay, questionable behavior, and then just sick psychotic behavior. And this guy, here's what my real problem is. He is paid by YouTube. These videos were on YouTube forever. And he's been associated with YouTube forever. Nobody at YouTube looked into this dude. Not one person at YouTube thought, yeah, we better demonetize him. But little people who don't have any subscribers like me, if I say one thing out of line, I'll tell you this, right now, every video that I put up, every video is automatically demonetized. Automatically not advertiser friendly. Automatically. As soon as I put this up within seconds, they lie their ass off. They're like, yeah, after, some humans looked at it, 5 seconds after you put it up, it's not suitable for advertisers. Literally, after I uploaded it, 5 seconds, but people like him can get away with the following shit that I've never done. Here's some of the things that he did. So let's get over the initial accusation. Okay, he wore blackface. All right. Blackface to me, I'm not black, so I really can't comment too much on it, but it's just not funny anyway. It would be like somebody wearing whiteface. I mean, because you wear a certain type of face doesn't make me laugh. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? I'm not... Now, dressing up as another race, I'm sorry, it can be funny. A black girl dressing up as a white girl, and I actually saw a girl do that, like, stupid things white girls say or something like that. She dressed up as a white girl. Nobody got all pissed off about it. It can be funny if somebody else dresses up as a different race, as long as they're not... doing stereotypical caricatures and trying to hurt that race. Do you know what I mean? If they're doing a skit or something like that, I'm not against it. The blackface thing was stupid. He basically looked like Shanae from Martin Lawrence, and he had his ass all bundled up with a garbage bag in it or something like that to make it look like he had a fake ass and all that crap. I'm not sure who he's going after there. I'm not even going to say he was going after black girls. I think he was just going after plastic surgery kind of culture or something. I don't know, whatever. But that's the least of his fucking worries, the blackface. That's like, blackface is like him giving you a kiss on the head. Wait till the rest of the shit you hear. And I don't even know what to say. Okay, so then they play, he had a podcast again because he's so interesting, where one of the stories was about I can't even say it, a baby that was assaulted, if you know what I mean, by a grown man and died from it. And he starts to laugh. He laughed at a baby died because the baby died from its injuries. He thought this was funny. And the bitch co-host, why are we getting on her? Why are we exposing him? Whoever the bitch co-host is, type in Shane Dawson bitch co-host for fucking awful podcast from Satan. Let's find out who she is, because she said, they're like, oh my God, it's so weird, right? It's like, oh my God. I was like, whatever. Like they're talking about a new fashion that went wrong or something at the mall. They're talking about an infant that died from an assault. What the fuck is wrong with you fucking people? And it just gets worse from there. So then he jokes about how he wondered what it would be like to be a pedo. So he went online and typed in naked babies, as a normal person would. Just looking up, the fuck is wrong with you? Why was he not, arrested immediately? Isn't there, shit on your computer that they know you're looking at creepy shit and the police come to your house and raid you and shit like that? And there's a series of clips of him making jokes about pedophilia. And normally I'd be like, a couple of jokes about pedophilia. I personally am one of those who believe, I'm one of those assholes who believe anything can be joked about. But when you joke about something over and over and over, and that's your only kind of go-to, that leads me to believe you're in a darker area. Because he's fucking crazy. All right. So then not only does he say that he searched naked babies or some shit like that, he talks about how he met some little girl. She was an Instagram girl or something like that. And this little girl literally is a little girl, 9 years old. And he goes on to say, she had a lot of followers and she's sexy. He said a 10-year-old girl is sexy. Oh, when are we going to cut off his balls? Like, why don't we just neuter him now? Why are we waiting? Are we waiting for an allegation of some kind? Because if you just say that shit, I'm already sure some weird shit's going on. But he didn't stop there. He elaborates on how this girl has a lot of followers, and he saw her followers. He's comparing notes with her and all this shit. And again, how sexy and she's made up and everything like that. And side note, her parents should be slapped repeatedly until they fucking bleed from every orifice for allowing that kind of crap with their daughter, a 10-year-old girl, to be like, posing like that. I know people like that. Or I know that there's accounts like that out there. If you have a kid, I don't care if it's a boy, I don't care if it's a girl, you don't let them sexualize themselves at a certain age. You find it, you take the phone, you throw it in the goldfish tank, and then, threaten them that they're not going to leave the house until they're 18. There you go. Talk about me being a bad parent someday. I'd be a great one. I'd be too strict. My kid would be locked in the basement from the time they're a baby. Learn everything down here. I don't trust this world. We're going to go completely like fucking backwoods crazy, all right? I'm going to teach you some book learning and not let anybody outside near you because there's the corona, and plus people are shit. I'll let you out for food every other Tuesday. You can crawl around the yard for a couple hours or so, like, then you go right the fuck back inside. I don't want the world to taint you. And then it just gets worse and worse. He goes on to, now I've ripped on people. Oh, y'all know I've ripped on some people that pissed me off. He had a woman that had commented some bad things about him, some social justice warrior, he said. When I tell you he went into a diatribe about only that a serial killer would go into, about what he dreamed he would do to her, which involved some of the following. Removing her tongue while she's still alive, taking off her fingernails while she's still alive, then I guess pulling out all her teeth, not letting her die yet because he wants her to suffer still, and I guess opening up her jaw, all hopefully while she's still alive, screaming and suffering, or whatever, because that's fucking normal too. And then the thing that got me the most in this video was probably the most disturbing to me, two of them. I think it's his niece. It's a 12-year-old girl. The first time, I guess he's doing like a family thing. He's showing family. Came like, hey, what are you doing? Hey, it's me, boring basset hound face TV with my floppy hair. We're going to do some interesting stuff that's not so interesting and hopefully make money. And so he turns his camera around to this little girl. She's 12 or even 11 at this point. And he goes, by the way, I'm going to say her name is Hannah. I don't know. By the way, Hannah, I have a lot of pedos in my audience. So can you get that, like, what do they call those? Like those sausage franks or something like that. Can you grab one of those sausage franks right there and eat it slowly? And then he goes to her, no, slowly. And she does it. She does it and no one says anything. She starts going, I'm not even going to repeat because I feel weird about that. But she does. He's like, yeah, that's right. I'm like, what the fuck? Then he tells her to shake her tits. Because, that's what you do. Why is he not being beaten? Like, why is he? Oh. So then the part that gets me is him and some dumb blonde bitch that he's with. And who is this hooker? Who is she? Because she needs just as much hate. They get this girl away from her parents or whatever like that. Because you can tell they're whispering in this video while people are in the other room. He's like, is it cool? Is it cool? Okay, it's cool. We want to talk to you about something. Already creepy. And the girl's like, what? What's going on? He's like, it's something that's completely normal. And we want to talk to you about sex. Because that's what you do. You talk to a 12-year-old who's not even yours about sex. And she might have even been 11, you guys. The girl then proceeds, we'll show her with Peeps. They have those little horrible Peeps. Why do Peeps even exist? Whoever's been, I have a craving for a Peep. Those awful, styrofoam things for fucking Easter. I just love them. I could eat a ton of them all day. I think they should be used for Guantanamo Bay torture. You feed those to the prisoners, and then they'll just confess everything because they're so awful. They'll be yakking it up and shit. But the girl takes the Peep. She goes, okay, so this is you. This is, right? See right here? And then takes the Peep and puts it by her vaginal area and goes, ooh. And no one has a problem with this. And then she's like, she pulls it out and it's just like, surprise. And he's like, see, that's what sex is. She goes, yeah, and it feels good. Oh my God, I can't believe I just did that. What am I doing for you? You're being a crazy pedo whore is what you're doing for him. You pedo whore, bitch, you. So then he goes to the girl. He's like, so are you bleeding yet? This girl, you can tell, is horrified. I mean, she's trying to laugh and everything, but imagine you're a 12-year-old girl and your cousin or whatever the fuck he is to her, he's probably snuck in her house. They probably both broke in just to be psychotic on her. He probably tied her family up in the back or somewhere. He's like, are you bleeding yet? It's totally normal. Okay, and remember what I told you. Don't let anybody put it in your mouth. I got something for his mouth. I got a big something for his mouth. I'd like to fucking choke him with something for his mouth, and I'm sure he'd like it, so now I wouldn't. But why is he freaking out now? And then he's putting all this shit, like, he made an apology, which was the shittiest apology I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know that person who I was, you know, a few years ago. I just have no idea who that was. It wasn't 10 years ago. It wasn't 20 years ago. It was like 5. Some of it maybe 6, 7. You're what, 30? So at that time, you're 24, 23, 22-ish. You're not that different. Between 22 and 30, not really. Not really. So I call bullshit. I call complete bullshit on it. You're a fucking psycho is what you are. You should never be allowed on YouTube again. You shouldn't be allowed near the internet again. And I hope they monitor all his computer activities, because this is what the fucker talks about constantly. It's fucking pedo shit. What is wrong with these people? YouTube needs to wake the fuck up. You need to stop going after people for dumb copyright stuff. You need to stop going after people for fake hate speech, you know, when they're trying to make someone laugh. And look at the people that you're paying now. Look at the people you're giving the big bucks to. The Jeffree Stars, who are blackmailing people, have a history of racism. The Shane Dawsons, who have a history of making racist... I don't think he's a racist, but he's made racist statements in the past. I think he was trying to make a joke, and he's just not funny, and it went fucking south. But has seemingly, allegedly, pedo type, you know, inclinations. I have no fucking clue. But yeah, so he's a piece of shit. And I'm just utterly shocked by what I saw. I mean, this I don't know where you go from here, but I'm gonna say to the vet, because I don't think any other place will do it legally. Like, I think we can, you know, pay some, take him to Tijuana, like a vet there, and be like, listen, he needs to be neutered, because he may or may not have a problem later with touching the kids. So just let's handle it right now. It's small as it is. It's like 2 tiny marbles. Let's get rid of it. This is who YouTube is paying. These are the people. These are who they're putting up there. Great job.